Priority is there to implement that feedback. Okay. So let's start with the question. Okay, Aditi, I heard you. Okay, let's go, guys. Abdul Rahman, let me enter in. So, Zakaria, why don't you go with this? Unmute yourself, Zakaria.
Sorry. So which of the following is contained within the communications management plan? A, glossary of common terminology. That's very basic and it doesn't really give any information. B, organizational chart. The organizational chart shouldn't be done within the communication management plan. From what I remember, enterprise environmental factors. OPA is mostly, wait, I'm trying to remember. And then organizational process assets, I never heard of that.
That is OPA, actually.
Oh, okay. That is OPA. I'm trying to remember what was the difference between OPA and EEF. I'm going to go with C.
C is the right answer. Well done. OPA is the policies, procedure, tools, and technique, all those things. Policies, procedure, tools, and template, all those things are considered past lesson learned. Enterprise environmental factors can be internal as well as external. Okay. So factors that are not in the control of the team. Although OPA, these two are very easy option to eliminate. OPA also are the part of communication plan, but communication plan encompasses more things. We also communicate how to communicate with internal stakeholder, external stakeholder. So EF plays a better role there. So your answer is right. So still, I'm happy. Even you don't remember anything. So Zakaria, I highly recommend that let's start from zero with you. Okay. I'll after the call, I'll share a video to you, and then once you have watched it, we will talk about it personally. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Madhvan, go ahead.
Yes, Amer. What will help to solve this issue? Ask the development team to rewrite the function so that it matches with project scope. Schedule time during the next retrospective session to discuss all corrective actions and ask the project owner to participate in the session. Ask the product owner to sit in the next iteration review meeting to learn more about the development status of the product. Ask the quality assurance team to identify any mismatches in functionality compared to the initial design. A project owner repeatedly complained saying that function developed by the development team does not seem to align with original design. What will help to solve this issue? Okay.
Yes, Madhvan.
Ask the development team to rewrite the function so that it matches with the project scope.
And why is that so? Why answer A?
No, I haven't selected any answer, Amer. I'm still going through the options.
Okay.
Schedule time during the next retrospective session to discuss all corrective actions and ask the project owner to participate in the session. Ask the project owner to sit in the next. Quality assurance team to identify.
Madhvan, we cannot wait more. You need to answer.
Okay, I think I will go with the answer D.
D for dog?
Yes.
Okay, let's work with me in this question. What will help to solve this issue? So the first thing and the most important thing is that we have an issue at our hand. Okay. We know that it's not a risk. A issue is there. So issue is all about present. Okay. Ask the development team to write the function. It seems like something that's how our issue can be solved. Schedule time during the next retrospective to discuss all corrective action and ask the participate. Okay, that is also the right thing. But okay, ask the product owner to sit in the next iteration review meeting to learn more about the development status. Okay, we don't know the question, we cannot eliminate this. Ask the quality assurance team to identify any mismatches in the functionality compared to initial design. Okay, let's go to the question. A project owner rapidly complains saying that a function developed by the development team does not seem to align with the original design. So project owner is saying that the function does not align with the original design. This means we are not doing something that is according to the scope. Okay. Ask the quality assurance team to identify any mismatch. What will this do?
So we need to, I mean, we are here verifying whether the deliverable is correctly with the
let's
scope.
say if correctly in the scope, that is validate scope.
Yes.
Quality have anything to do about validity scope? Quality that has been approved by quality team. No? So that is the first thing. You are not understanding the journey of quality, no? A journey of deliverables. Ask the product owner to sit on the next iteration review meeting. How that will help? He's already saying that he already checked it. No? Schedule time during the next retrospective to discuss all corrective action. That is too late. Brother, this is a issue. Issue has been highlighted. Solve the issue. Okay, there's an issue. Please solve the issue. Thank you. Arun, A is the right answer. Please go ahead.
What is the watch list in the content of the risk management? The risk resources who perform is being watched for the corrective action. A list of identified risks that are watched to see if their probability or impact changes to warrant the response. The list of identified risks that have risk response planned and are wanted to see the actually occurred. The list of the scope items from the project scope that are risky. A list of scope items from the project scope that are risky. Watch list. That will be out.
Okay.
A list of resources who perform is being watched in the corrective action. That it will be in the list of identified risks that are watched to see the probability impact changes the warrant of response. B is the answer.
And why is the justification for that?
It's a probability and impact is mentioned. No? It is the content of the risk management. The risk means the probability impact will be there.
So what is watch list basically?
In watch list means we will watch. We will be having some list to check the risk management.
Okay.
It will be.
So what is your answer?
B.
B. A list of resources. No. A list of identified risks that are watched to see if their probability or impact changes to warrant a response. Okay. A list of identified risks that have risk response planned and are watched to see if they actually occur. Okay. You see a list of scope item. Now we are left with option C. I want to know, Arun, how did you eliminate its option C?
A list of identified risks that have risk response planned. No, actually, the risk management means I directly went to probability into impact. So
you see, we identify the risk.
Yes.
We put the risk into the risk register. Okay. So risk register has all the risk where the probability and impact is there. This option, this is a very, very near question. So both are identified risk, both are list. That is okay. That are watched to see if their probability or impact changes to warrant a response. When we already put a response there, when we already have put the response there that we want to handle this risk. Okay. Then
Okay.
once the response is there, once you have planned the risk, once the trigger of the risk occur, you need to take action.
Okay. Then watch to see actually occur.
Okay, a risk is there, a trigger occurred, you need to tackle the risk. Clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Answer is C. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Answer is C. A very, very close question. I really like this typical question. Good. Okay. Riaz, go ahead. Riaz sir.
Yes, sir. What action should the project manager take first upon being informed of this? A. Conduct lesson learned. B. Update the risk register. C. Release project resources. D. Update the project management plan. Due to a company reorganization, the project sponsor was recently terminated and the project was cancelled. What action should the project manager take first upon being informed of this?
Good question. Yes, Riaz.
Update the project management plan is not possible now because it's going to be closed. The main thing is that even update the risk register will not be done now because it's in the closing stage. There's nothing for
Where it is written, it is in the closing stage.
no, because it's terminated.
The project sponsor was recently terminated.
Due
During
to
a
company
company
reorganization,
the project was not terminated, project sponsor was terminated. The person was terminated, project was not terminated.
and the project was cancelled.
The first thing is project sponsor was recently terminated and the project was cancelled.
Yeah.
Both things need to be in the context. What
Yes.
action should the project manager take first? What is the first thing?
So means as a matter of process means we should release the project resources, and then we can conduct the means conduct lessons learned is not
What is
another thing.
what is the
Because-
first thing we should do?
Release project resources.
Wrong. Now you need to understand the flow of closing, brother. Yes, closing.
Yeah.
How does the closing happen in a normal or in a terminated project? The project resources are there. Okay, the project resources come. Okay, the deliverable that was accepted in the validate scope that's come. The deliverable is handed over to the client. The deliverable is handed over to the client. So that is called as final product. You bring all the documents, whatever you want to say, project documents, procurement document, business plan, benefit management plan, everything you bring that. You do the root cause analysis, you do regression analysis, meeting variance analysis to identify what happened, why it was cancelled, all those things. Then you start writing lesson learned. You start updating project documents. You start writing final report. Once the lesson learns are done, you put all lesson learns into lesson learn repository. Then you update the project documents and archive them. Once that is done, you write the final report and show it to the sponsor, in this case whoever is responsible, and share it according to communication plan. Once all of this is done, all the work is done, then you release that and close the contract and then celebrate success. Now you tell me, what is the first thing we should do in this case?
In that case, we should conduct the lesson learned.
Yes, conduct the lesson learn. Few things, sequence of few things are very, very important, especially conducting lesson learn. Why do we even need to conduct the lesson learn? Okay, why do we even need to conduct the lesson learn? That is very, very important that we understand. Okay, now we have to conduct the lesson learn. This is the reason. That's why we have to conduct it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Zakriya, go ahead.
Yes, I have a question. For example, if we can go back to the question real quick.
Sure.
Let's say if the question wasn't and like, let's say the project sponsor was terminated and then the project kind of kept going, what would it still warrant the same response, or would we
No,
just update
issue
the
log.
project management plan?
Update the issue
Oh,
log. Update the issue
okay.
log. An issue has occurred,
Issue log.
so we update the issue log. Clear?
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Good. Guys, one more thing. Whenever you have a question, just like especially for the newbies, whenever you have a question, there's an option to raise your hand. So kindly raise your hand so that we can clarify right now, right here. Instead that you wait for some other time and then we are left with nothing. The purpose of the coaching call is to understand as much as possible and work on that way. Is this clear to everyone? And
Yes.
let's make this coaching call more of an interactive way. I know many people are not able to talk right now, but still, as much possible as we can, we should make this coaching call more interactive. Same goes for the people who are watching from YouTube. I need more interaction from you guys in the chat box. I can only see one answer right now from Shiroz Malik. Okay. So Aditi, can you answer? No, I guess. Mushtaq, can you try?
Yeah, in which of the following team development stages do team members meet and learn about the project and their formal roles and responsibilities? A. Norming, B. Forming, C. Storming, D. Performing.
So
Is
this
it
is called,
forming?
yes, well done, brother. So it's a forming stage. When team comes together, the first stage is forming, then they start fighting, storming, then things get better, norming, performing, adjourning. Well done. Thank you very much. Abdurrahman,
Yes.
please.
Which process is being performed? Develop project charter, identify stakeholder, close project or phase, project team assessment. Having obtained approval from the project sponsor for your project charter, you schedule a 2-hour session with core member of your project team. Your attention in the session is to facilitate the team is identifying and categorizing the individual and groups that will be impacted both positively and negatively from the delivery of the outcome of the project. What process is being performed? Developing a project charter, identifying the stakeholder, close project or phase, this I will eliminate. Project team assignment.
What is your final answer?
I think I am sure B.
B. And why?
Yeah.
It's the right answer, but why?
Because we will identify and categorize the individuals or group that will be impacted from our
well
delivery.
done. Well done. So Zakaria, why did you chose otherwise?
Yeah, I read the question pretty fast, and when I got to
That is
categorizing individuals, I just stopped and I was like, oh, okay, it's project
no,
team assignments.
that is the
Yeah.
biggest mistake. Okay.
Mm.
So Vijay,
What is the core goal for delivery of a project managed through agile methodology? Speed of execution, customer value via frequent delivery and feedback, manage cost and corrections of solutions. B is the correct answer.
well done. Good. So anyone who could answer, because other people have muted themselves. Madhavan, you did answer. So I guess everyone is done for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining the coaching call today.